weeks ago, we surprised Denzel. He's a high school student from Cristo Rey who works at the station. He got a visit live on the show from a Loyola University Chicago representative to give him the news that he'd been awarded a full ride scholarship valued at almost $170,000. It was quite a fun surprise.
And can I tell you, I did have to go to the doctor's office this morning, and so Maria, my nurse practitioner, says, "What have you been doing on the show lately?" While I'm sitting in the gown, just sitting on the thing, waiting in the gown. She says she likes to chat while, you know, she's doing the examination. And I tell her about this. She gets all teary-eyed. I tell her Denzel's story. She's crying. She's tearing up in the office while I'm in the gown. She was so excited she's going to watch it on the website because she didn't get a chance to see it. So
thanks for the visual.
I just thought I would share that with you. To set up that surprise, we pretended to be doing a segment about saving money with apps on your smartphone, like saving for college. That was the example. So we actually thought this was a really good idea, and we wanted to do it for real. So we don't have any surprises today. We just want to welcome back our TCL tech producer, Christian Unser.
Hello.
And it's certainly no surprise that you would come up with some great money-saving apps.
And first and foremost, I do have to point out, as I love to do on the show, that I went to 4 proms. So, John 0, me 4.
0.
Just like to point that out.
You also won marriage. None.
Yeah.
Right, but you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
He's on his way.
Talk apps, you jerk. All right.
How are we going to save money with some apps?
All right, well, a really quick one that is very useful and is a way that a lot of people get dinged with their cell phones is called data usage. And what it does is it basically shows you how much data that you have used on your phone in any given time in a very clear way. And I just turned this app on, so that's why it doesn't show much for me. But you can do your Wi-Fi, you can do your cellular. It's going to keep you from going over. It'll send you alerts when you start getting, you've done 50%, you've done 75%. And if you start getting to the point where you're going to go over and you're going to get a charge, it will let you know, so you don't have to constantly be checking that like on your phone's website.
Oh, I like that. That's great. Okay, you got another one with some Keyring reward cards?
I think this one's going to be a new obsession for you, Elizabeth. This one's called Keyring, and what it allows you to do is put all of your reward cards in one place.
Yes.
So you don't have to dig through to get the right card for whatever store you're in. You can just have them on here. So I just put some in that I had. Best Buy, for example, I have a rewards card for that. If anyone would like to get me some points, that's awesome.
Just use it.
But this comes up on the screen, and then they can actually scan this. So you just can enter the information, and you actually take a picture of the card, and it gets the barcode from that, makes kind of a virtual card, and then they can put the little scanner on this, and it'll work for that.
I kid you not, I have a whole little extra wallet thing in my purse stacked with all my rewards cards, and it drives me crazy to have to look through them.
Yeah,
That's
so this
really
gets it all in one place.
Okay, iAllowance?
iAllowance is a really neat app if you want to help your kids save money. So what it allows you to do is set up virtual accounts for your children, and it's a great way to track what they're doing. So what you can do is you can put in like the chores that they have. You can have a little chart here, and then you have these virtual banks. So they've got X amount of money in spending money. They've got some savings that they can move stuff into, and it's all virtual. So you actually just add things when they do something that you like. You just add it in, or it's a withdrawal, or it's a deposit, and you can award them stars, which would allow them to do things like if you get a bunch of stars, you can get an hour's worth of video game time or something like that. So it's a way to kind of track all of the allowances that if you're giving your kids $5, they can put it in this sort of a virtual piggy bank. And then they can do withdrawals. They can do, you can say, okay, you want to get a new video game, withdraw that money. They don't actually even physically have to have the money to make this work.
And you know what? You think about preparing your kids for the future, and so many of us, I mean, I never have cash with me. So many of us really use money that way, where you really are using it virtually.
Exactly.
And that's a good training tool for them.
Yeah,
That's
all
really
just
cool.
exists right there. They can always see how much they have. If you're at the store, how much money do I have in my account.
Can you give them smiley face stickers with that?
You certainly could.
Okay.
You certainly could.
Check, please.
Yes. Check, please is a great way to make sure that you're not paying too much for dinner, especially when you go with a group of people. So what it allows you to do is to put in the bill. So let's say you go out with 5 people, and it's $150. It figures out what the tip should be. You can see it there if we drop that banner out of the way.
I usually
you can
tip
see
about 30 for a good service.
You can do that. That's
John
a lot.
Yes, John is a good tipper.
So that's a $45 tip on that bill. So it tells you what the tip would be, and $195. And let's say you have 10 people with you. If everyone wants to tip that much, it's $19.50 per person, $4.50 for the tip.
Oh my gosh.
And so it allows you to just figure that out really quickly. You're not dealing, if you're just trying to split it straight down the middle.
Which is, I think, pretty much standard.
Yeah,
what people do.
I think that's fairly common.
That's really great because you can spend a lot of time sitting there trying to figure that out.
And maybe being the guy that pays a little too much.
Yeah, nice.
I can be that guy.
Yeah, that's why I like to go out to dinner
tipping.
with John. Yeah. John pays too much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christian.
You're welcome.
Great
Got
job.
any surprises?
Nope.
Okay,
no
no
college
surprises this time.
scholarships
Nothing.
coming in today.
Nothing.
Not today.
We have links to all of these apps on TwinCitiesLive.com.